program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Like, yeah, baby, we're starting out good.
Welcome to the muted mic shit piece.
Oh yeah,
muted theater.
welcome to
the muted theater. We're
muted piece shit piece.
God.
We're what's your Mr. Piece shit piece?
Mr. Piece shit show.
Yeah,
That's good, dude.
All accurate. Mr. Piece 50 minutes late shit show.
That's fun, dude.
God.
Hey, come on, we're all right.
No, we're only 10 today. Come on.
Baby,
Yeah, I know, right? Timetable. Goddamn
We were
right.
ready.
Hey, just the fact that we made it, period. Hell yeah.
Well,
that's fucking amazing.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for coming and seeing us. It's another Friday. It's another Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Bramer. With me, I have my friends. And I mean that.
Hello.
Every sincere way.
Hello.
You fucking guys. You fucking guys.
Hey.
One little piece of news. We were informed by one of our castmates today that he'll be taking a sabbatical for a little bit. And wish Josh all the love in the world. There's no friction. You know, sometimes people just need to
Not at all.
step away from projects to better themselves and, you know, work on things they need to work on. There's an open door for
Recoup,
Josh.
re-energize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that dude's got his head right and he's cool, he's more than welcome to come on back. Like I said, no friction whatsoever, no problem. Josh, we love you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we'll get the question. I'm sure we're still gonna get the questions anyway, even though you just said what you said, and be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Josh got some personal stuff he's got to take care of. It's fine. It's nothing to do with.
Yeah.
We're all still good.
All right, if I'm being honest with you, it's all part of the Me Too movement. Okay, I mean, I sexually harassed Josh.
Take a break from
And
Russ was obsessed with sucking on his stump, and it turned into a thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was,
we wish
the stuff got
Russ
me
would
really
take
going.
some type of break, but
I know.
Lord,
hey, Brink
Lord.
said you're on the voice modulator.
Always.
I know we got like the we got like the what the fuck is that?
We got hey, this
singer.
is movie trailer Nick. He's like, in a world where Josh isn't on the show.
In a world.
We wish Russ would leave too.
That's why his name is 50-50. He's 50-50, half in the door, half out.
Yeah, I know. He's like, you don't know, man. Half in the door, half we don't like him, half we do. You know.
One of these days,
I'll be
we're gonna make a
Enigma.
crack like that. Russ is just gonna dip out of the show and never come
I
back.
know, dude. He's gonna be like, you know what?
No.
Yeah.
No, because I won't
He's
give
like,
you
you
the
can't get rid of me that easy.
Russ
Yeah, right.
just used a big
Right.
word, too. He said enigma. Have you guys ever watched
I
The
love it,
Mighty
dude.
Boosh?
No.
Okay, well, first
Thanks,
of all,
no thanks.
I work
I
with
am
a mighty douche.
intelligent.
Does that
Okay, I
count?
get these big.
Yeah, I saw the mighty douche.
Yeah. I used to love
Hey,
the
Jesus
show,
Christ,
man.
Sam,
It was
stop
No,
calling me
that
that.
counts, bro. Your short-hair needs.
It's a fucking. It's a British. It's a British
Yeah.
live action comedy with Noel Fielding and I forget the other guy's name. And the first season, they're in a zoo, having adventures with wild animals in the zoo. And it's
Holy
funny
fuck.
as hell. It is funny as hell. And one of the
Um,
characters is Naboo the Enigma, and he is a fucking wizard.
If you're watching the mighty douche and they're having adventures with animals, I hope you were only watching that in Tijuana.
It's called the Mighty
Ooh,
Boosh.
Tijuana. That's a cool town, dude.
Can't
I'd
believe
like
you
to
guys
go there.
haven't heard of it. Like the story of the crack fox is one of the fucking ones that was pretty famous. Eels. Funny shit. Anyways, how are you fellas doing?
I'm
okay.
sickly and exhausted.
Hanging in there.
Word.
It's been a week. It's been a
Yeah.
week.
Ain't that
That's all I
the
can say.
fucking truth?
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I went out. This was my first like full week back, dude. And like after on Mondays, man, I come home and like I can't even carry on a conversation, dude. I am just like brain dead. Like I just sit on the couch. I'm just like, and like my wife, like Jackie's like asking me shit and trying to talk to me. I'm just like, what?
Dude,
It's like
I
a
was-
fucking idiot.
I was so fucking
Like,
over
she'd be
this.
like, what color is the sky? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, I was at a customer today, and it's one of the ones where it takes them a while. But I was getting like fucking 30 skids there, and it takes them a while to load, and you're not allowed in the building, so you got to wait in your truck. Apparently, I crashed out so hard that motherfucker came up, was tapping on my door, and wound up actually having to go knock to wake my ass up.
Damn, dude.
Whoa!
That's, how you know, that's your body telling you, dog, you need it.
First thing he said is, "Are you okay?"
Shit, dude.
You should.
Yo,
Apparently, he heard
I
my
used to
ass
drive a-
snoring from the fucking exit door.
Jesus, dude.
when I used to have a
God,
truck,
what-
man, I'd been up throwing up all night long the night before. I couldn't take off work because I didn't have any leave. So I went to work. I hadn't slept at all. So I'm driving, right? And I'm like falling asleep while I'm driving the truck, right? And I'm like, fuck, right? So I make a delivery, and I just pulled into this like Taco Bell parking lot, and I just turned the truck off and went to sleep, dude.
Oh,
I passed out for like 2 hours. My boss was calling me. Where the fuck are you at? I'm like, dude, I took a nap. Sorry, man. It was that or I die. What you want? You know, when you're falling asleep behind the wheel of the truck, it's not good. It's like, fucking them out.
I've had to do that. I've actually called my terminal and said I've got to stop for a half an hour or so. It's like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say to you, dude? Shit, it's like either I do that or I kill somebody or I die, and I don't want to die. I mean, fuck other people, but me, I don't want to die. You know,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
No, my company don't argue at all for it. It's like, dude, if you need to stop, get out, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're smart, man. They're
Be
smart.
safe. Yeah, that's our number one thing. Be
Probably,
safe.
I was thinking about you
What you got to do.
the other day because I feel like you've probably dealt with this in your work, man, where it's like,
Do I have clothes
there's
on
like-
in the stream?
no,
Oh, sorry, I was popping the chat out because I haven't seen it. What's wrong? What happened?
Anyway,
oh no, Rob's just talking trash. But so like, do you ever have something where it's your job where it's like you want to do whatever, right? Or it's just something that you're like, this will make my job easier. It makes all the sense in the world. But then the people above you tell you can't do it, and it's like either just because or just like some silly reason.
every
You know what I mean? Like,
fucking day.
thought you were like the first person I thought of. We had some stuff go down. It's like I kind of get like why they're saying like things that would just, and I'm not gonna get too specific, but just make our days run way smoother. You know, it's the us who are like in the streets doing it, saying, hey, if we did this, it would be really easy. But then they're like, no, we can't because whatever.
Oh,
And that's
I'll be
drives me
dealing with that really big on Monday because I'm helping out a different terminal.
Mhm.
And the guy that dispatches there, like at our terminal, they send me out with my delivery load. As soon as the pickups start coming in, our dispatcher sends them to me. So whatever he's planning for me, he just starts throwing that at me. So if I get to a point in the day where, say, I'm over here and I've got room to pick up these couple skids while I'm there, and then I'm going 30 miles this way, it saves me that 30-mile backtrack. Oh, well, the way the guy up there does it is he wants you calling in after every fucking pickup, and he doesn't want to give you shit till you're empty. Well, when you're covering a 300-mile fucking territory, that's a little stupid.
Don't work like that, dude.
And when you've got every driver in your terminal calling in, it's like 45 minutes to get through into the dispatch queue, and it's like every fucking stop. The last time I was up there, we had one where I told them, I'm going to this industrial park. I know you're going to fill me up there. Just throw everything at me, and if I don't have room, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
He sends me one stop for 3 skids. I've got an empty trailer. I call and call and call, finally get a hold of him. And this piece of shit says, go to Rotographics. Now, keep in mind, I'm here. Here's the road. I'm facing this direction towards the Rotographics building. I literally only have to drive across the street and into their parking lot. My wheels don't even all hit the road. 45 fucking minutes for him to tell me to go across the goddamn street. I lost
it, dude.
my shit.
Yeah, that shit's silly, man.
Yeah.
Silly.
It definitely is. Definitely is.
Yeah, we don't pull that shit at our terminal. They'll throw everything in, and they can see how many skids we picked up, what the skid spot count was, and we know, okay, we can get, on average, straight in 26 skids on a trailer. More if we turn them, can fuck around a little bit. So he'll bulk us out to that 26 spot count. If we have anything pop up where we run, like say I go to pick up, Roadrunner's famous for calling shit into us as a third-party carrier, and they'll say, oh yeah, you got 1 skid and 1 spot to pick up at this place, and you get there and it's a fucking 10-foot by 8-foot crate. So, like, you know, there goes
That word is plain.
your trailer. You know, if we run into shit like that, we just call them and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is the actual count. And I can actually update it in my truck computer too. So he can see it on his end. And he can plan us out for that. And if I run into issues, I just call him and we readjust from there. But, or, you know, if I wind up picking up 3 or 4 skids that are only half skids, I'll call him and say, hey, I got this much extra space. What do you want me to fill it with? Yeah, this motherfucker up in the other terminal, I don't think knows how to read.
Dude, I wondered that, man.
I called him and told him one day, I'm full. I was helping him out for forever. And I said, I'm full. I'm on my way back in. I am to the door. I'm like 50 miles from the terminal when I call him. I get 20 minutes down the road and my computer starts going off with pickups. And it's like, I call him, I'm like, I told you I'm full. Well, you can figure out space. I'm like, math, motherfucker, do you do it?
Yeah, what part of full do you not fucking understand?
Yeah. And I was at
dude.
49,000 pounds in my trailer. So I was not only full, I was at weight. I was done.
I can't even imagine that weight. Like, you know, I haven't been in a truck. I haven't been in a truck that big since I was a kid, so I can't imagine that.
Well, you figure with 49,000 pounds of freight, I'm sitting right at 80 grand total weight. I don't even feel it anymore.
80 fucking thousand pounds of machinery and product. That's nuts.
I do that. If you want to really have your head explode, I figured it out one day. I added up the values, the listed values of the freight in my trailer, because a lot of these shipments are insured, so they'll have to declare values on them. And between the stuff in my trailer and the truck and trailer itself, I was worth right around $3.4 million.
Nice. Glorious.
It's like,
I think
All
I mean,
right.
I shouldn't be responsible for all of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, dude.
Not-
Hell yeah.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
when my mom found that I was
I
my
would
mom
be
found
a
out I was a
really
truck driver.
expensive ball of fire.
Yeah.
my mom was like, who the fuck let you drive a truck? I was like, yup, I know, right?
Hey, yeah, when Russ was like, he's like, I hang around truck stops making out with the truckers. I may as well drive one myself.
They finally
Might as well
said,
make some money.
let's let the lot lizard do something for us.
Oh god.
Just helps him fit in more.
He's always hanging around anyways.
Bring- I can always fit more pizza that stomach stretches, man. It gets a little bit more difficult when you're trying to stretch metal.
Bingo. Yeah.
And it's always dessert for me, no matter what. I could be
Oh,
I could be on the verge of puking, and somebody be like,
You want some ice cream?
Wait, so
"Hey, fat boy, we got cake."
Are you guys big?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cake.
I'm in. You see, I'm not a big dessert person, man. I just I'm not a big sweets guy. I just will eat the food, but then like the sweets and stuff, man, never my thing.
It's got to be the right stuff for me. Like I don't do candy bars or any of that shit. They're just nauseating. But man, you give me a nice homemade apple pie or ice cream, I will fucking tear up some ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
I'll eat a popsicle. that's about as much as I'll do, man.
Yeah, we talked about
But I
this
can
a
just
few
eat
weeks
chips
ago,
all
too.
day.
Like we were
Yeah.
talking about sherbet and shit.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Sure,
No,
oh, yeah, I must have been drunk, dude. Sherbet's good.
eat the ice cream. It's the ice cream.
This is what 2020 has done to us, man. We're just like recapping shows from
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to think that sherbet was just like old people's ice cream. I was like, it's like only old people like that shit.
Yeah,
Man, that
people are
shit's
like,
so good.
yeah,
dude.
Russ
It's
is
so
like,
good.
what are you gonna give me a Werther's original next? Come on, get this shit out.
Right?
Like one of those cookie tins with like
Wait
sewing
a
materials.
minute. Rewind. I like Werther's originals.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Old, you're officially old, dude. That means you're old.
Yo, what I've been digging on is the dark chocolate and caramel and sea salt. Those bars.
Oh, that sounds
I
amazing.
like that. I like that.
Hell yeah.
that salt stuff. There was like these things. My wife got them at Target, man. I don't know what they're called, but they were like,
squares.
like-
I think Dave.
they were like just like broken up pieces, but it was they had like the texture of like a Nestle Crunch, like it had like crispness to it, but it was like like some type of salty chocolate. It was good, and I don't like sweets, and it was good.
One of my customers had. It was some kind of. It was a chocolate bark. It was sea salt and caramel.
Yeah, that's what it was. Right? Something like that, like a bark.
Yeah, and this shit had pretzels in it, like chunks of pretzels.
Oh yeah,
She made it at home, and she's forever bringing shit in
that sounds good.
and giving it to the drivers and shit. Oh man, it was good.
Dude, whenever I bartended, man, so like we had, we were always around like bar food and stuff, and just like anything fried, like burger. They had like burgers and stuff, so we were like always eating that stuff at work. And like my brother, we were working together, and he bought in it's just like a bag of like fucking rolled gold pretzels, and like everybody was fighting over them. Like everybody was like, where them pretzels at? Like all the servers and like dishwashers and cooks still kept being like, where are them pretzels at? And like just like the most like regular, boring, like bland ass food, and like everyone was losing their minds. So it was funny.
Kate is huge into pretzels.
Oh man.
She's from the Bucks County area,
I don't know, but
right outside Philly,
you can eat my pretzels.
and she just loves like the soft pretzels. She loves Utz pretzels.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Man, that was when our Target like renovated a couple of years ago. They had like the little concession stand type thing. I don't know, but they changed it into a Starbucks, man, which is maybe super sad because like that used to be the only place I can't go anywhere and get a fucking pretzel and cheese, man.
Dude, we got a-
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's killer, dude.
we got a newer account. One of our ops managers brought us all cases of these pretzels from a place called Dots,
Yeah.
and they're these little, just regular twisted stick pretzels.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Oh my
okay.
fucking god, dude! My wife is addicted to them things. She has to hide the bag from me, or I will burn through this giant bag in one day.
Dude,
That's my problem, dude.
it is not a thing for me to drop like $50 at Auntie Annie's.
I'm not
Dude,
shocked.
I
I
got
can do that too.
that's like the place at the mall, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love it, and I remember
It
I was in
hurt
like
my
second
stomach
grade.
so bad.
And dude, like my brother took us to the mall, and we got that, and I just like got the flu or whatever, and started puking. But that was like the last thing I ate. So like the smell of that place, like to this day, I smell it, and I'm like, oh god, like
Dude.
I'll eat a soft pretzel, but like just like the smell of like Auntie Annie's, like itself, I can't do it. Man.
That's me with sesame
Straight up.
chicken, man.
Dave-
I got sick
Really?
of shit.
Dave's talking about he's eating the sour cream and cheddar cheese ruffles. I'm like, dude, that's like a guilty pleasure right there.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah,
some
dude.
really
those
good
are the
shit, dude.
bombs, dude. Those are
Oh,
the bombs,
God,
man.
Those and Cool Ranch
Oh.
Doritos are about the only chips I buy.
Oh, God,
dude.
Cool Ranch Doritos
You see,
are
Rob,
amazing
I
too,
will
man.
go to the store, and I will like my whole cart will just be different types of chips, man.
Oh,
And like I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
man,
I haven't got like anything on the list because I just
Yeah,
went
he-
nuts. in it.
Sam
Dude,
goes
we go
eating
through
all
chips,
the
dude.
chips, and his wife's like, "Where's the fucking
We-
carrots? Where's the
I was like, we
celery?
love
Where's the-"
chips in this house. This is a chip house.
This chip kind of shaped like a
Yo.
piece of celery.
I don't know what they're called,
Yeah.
but those fucking spicy purple Doritos. Oh,
Takis. Oh no, spicy sweet chili.
yes.
Those are good, dude. Those are good,
Oh
man.
God, that's an incredible flavor, man.
Spicy
That's really
sweet
good.
Those are
chili.
my
So my
favorites.
favorite, the best Doritos are the salsa verde ones to me, but you can like only
Those
get
are-
them in like certain times of the year and like at certain grocery
Yep.
stores, man.
Dude, the fucking
They're amazing,
sun
dude.
chips,
Mhm.
the garden salsa sun
Oh,
chips.
Dude, I just
Another
I
good
ate
one.
half a bag of those today, man.
I'll tear the
Yeah.
hell out.
Wait,
of
they
it.
have a bag of
Sun
them?
chips. Well, dude, like I don't think they like even advertise them, but I feel like they're like healthy, right? So I'm like, I can
Supposed
just
to be.
not that that would stop me anyways, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't like sit in my stomach the same way that like a half a bag of Doritos would, you
Oh,
know.
man.
It's like I'll just crush some
Dude,
sun
they have
chips,
the
man.
best fucking flavors too. Like I said, that fucking garden salsa, the fucking
Oh, they're harvest cheddar.
Harvest cheddar's good. The regular
cheddar.
ones,
French
I don't like
onion.
those. They just those I
French
do
onion's
like,
good.
man. They say
It's addictive, man. It's addictive.
Mhm.
My other crack lately has
Great.
been the chili cheese Fritos and
Oh my god,
with,
dude.
with cream cheese, like just straight up cream cheese. Oh my!
I've never
fucking
tried that. That's something. Dude,
Dude,
that's
you-
my wife's favorite snack, Rob. Those chili cheese Fritos. Turn out, we'll be fighting over them, dude.
God. Dude, get some cream
And
cheese.
when I'm going through a time where I feel bad about myself and I want to punish myself, I buy like 2 or 3 bags of fucking Lay's salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, I can't eat those.
They'll rip.
Now you lost me.
They'll rip the
I didn't like
fucking
them when I
roof-
was younger.
They'll rip the roof
Yeah,
of your
they'll
fucking
tear your
mouth
mouth
apart,
up.
and then that fucking vinegar gets all on your.
It
lips
feels
and
like you
numbs
just
'em.
chewed on a piece of steel wool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though,
Dude,
they're
steel wool. in my mouth.
Oh,
They're
word. Brink's
pickle
talking
ones.
about kettle chips, like fucking.
Oh, those are good too.
Dude, Cape Cod. I live.
Kettle
Yo.
chips, hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I live.
Dude,
Wait, do
3
you guys
mi-
have
Cape
do you
Cod
guys
is
have
sick,
Crunchers
dude.
chips
That
around you?
chip.
Have
And
what?
what?
Do you guys have Crunchers chips?
Yeah,
Like the brand Crunchers, or is that a local thing? I don't know if that's a local thing.
That's
to me.
probably local.
I'm close enough.
It's
to you,
kettle
it might
chips.
be-
Yeah, it might be.
I don't know.
Kate says I need
Yeah.
to buy her pretzels. She just heard me talking about them.
Yeah. Get off that chair. Go give me some pretzels, boy.
I think there's this chip that we used they called dirty potato chips, right? And I guess
Mm-hmm.
back in the day they were like their own company, you know, just a little small chip company. I think Utz owns them now. I think Utz bought them,
Mm.
but they still kept it around. Man, they make a salt and vinegar chip that is fucking incredible. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah,
It's like it's the
um,
perfect. Man, it's beautiful.
Publix has kettle
Delicious.
cooked sweet potato chips.
That sounds
Dude,
amazing.
do you like them, man? I'm not crazy about them.
Oh,
I'm not crazy about
But are you not a fan of sweet potato chips?
No, I don't like sweet potato
I like
fries. Like sweet potato fries.
I don't like
I
those
wasn't
either, dude.
Those are way too sweet for me.
Which ones?
sweet potato
There's
fries.
sweet
fries.
potato
Oh,
fries,
those are
sweet
good,
potato
man.
chips.
I like
You
the
like
chips.
them?
I mean,
Though.
tried
The chips,
some of
the
that.
chips, I'll get down on because those are really good and salty.
Yeah.
There's this chip company local to us. It's called like Billy Goat something or another. So like they got like their big bag of chips. It's like $11.99. Like it's expensive, dude. But like they like fill you up. They're like because I'll be snacking on them while I'm cooking dinner, and by the time I'm done cooking, I'm like I'm not even hungry anymore. I just ate all these Billy Goat chips. Like I don't even want no.
Really?
I don't
I just
want
read a shit. Really, Kate? Had to throw in the fucking M word in there, didn't you, Kate? Thanks.
Moist.
God.
Dude,
I
I found out
forgot
something
about
today.
What's wrong
Which
with you
kind of
people?
pork- If you're on a diet and you're a chicken, apparently pork rinds are actually kind of fucking healthy.
Okay.
Well, probably it's just you can't
I
eat
use
like
them-
Wow,
I
dude,
use
I would
them.
not have
Oh,
guessed
dude, I
that.
can tear a bag of pork rinds up.
What-
There's like compared
That's my
calorie
problem.
wise, they're not deep fried most
What's
of the
up,
time.
Ian?
They're air baked.
But well, the thing is with pork rinds is
Yeah, I'd say it's
they
not. It's
are-
just like
they are
gristle.
a meat product. So when I do carnivore diet, and if I want fried fucking chicken, I
Yeah.
fucking beat the shit out of some pork rinds and use those for breading. And it is the most decadent fucking thing ever.
Dude, that's an
Oh,
idea,
dude,
man.
I gotta try that
That's
shit.
an idea. That's an idea. I feel like that should just be like the move, regardless of like a diet, because that sounds delicious, man.
Dude, I had started to lose weight, and I was like feeling lean and everything because I was working out a little bit, fucking eating right, and I felt really good. And then fucking shoulder acts like a little bitch.
And he said, "Give me those potato chips."
Oh, dude.
And then the America medical card happened, and he said, "Oh, I got some lunch 24/7."
dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah, dude,
actually,
that's why I
I
can't be
actually have
smoking
not
much,
gained
dog.
since I've gotten my medical card. I'm very proud of myself for not.
That's
eating
impressive.
Nice.
everything. Not,
Nice.
not
You have better
down.
self-control than me, man.
Because if they
Yeah,
legalize
absolutely.
that shit and make it so truck drivers can partake in their off time, I'm gonna gain at least 30 pounds a weekend.
Rob, me and you both. Bro. Well, because I will do it, and I'll just stand in front of my pantry until I'm too tired to stand up anymore.
You're gonna see
Nice.
my ass standing in the kitchen in my boxers with a big old thing of peanut butter. And a spoon.
Oh man, you
Oh,
can
it's
see all
so
the
good.
grabbing fucking
I'm eating shit I don't even like.
boxes of shit. I'm eating shit I don't even like. That's
Dry
gross while
ramen.
eating it.
Dude,
Yeah.
you ever,
Oh,
back when I was a teenager, we got so high one night we were dipping dry spaghetti in jelly. And dude,
I'll fuck up some dry spaghetti, but
yeah. I don't know what you was
What's wrong
smoking,
with
but
It was
y'all?
poor
it was
man's
some good
coffee
shit.
stick.
hey Russ, he didn't say he was smoking crack when he did that.
That was a weed, my
He's
friend.
like, we were partners smoking fucking.
That was
meth.
fucking PCP.
Oh god.
Fucking Rob doing angel dust. Fucking
fucking
eating
brilliant,
raw
dude.
spaghetti. God damn.
Oh, man.
Rob, no matter if you say it was weed, the story is now PCP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get. We're just changing it because it just sounds better. We're gonna go with
It
that.
sounds better, and now it happened in my head, so it's the truth now.
Yep, that's
How
it.
about
Once it's locked up there, that's it.
Rob,
Fucking
you were
brilliant,
a
dude.
victim
Love
of
it.
headcanon. Sorry.
It's so stupid.
But if I'm a victim of head cannon in somebody's head, that means I'm in their head.
Oh man.
That's all right, dude. It's just like when Nick
Oh.
says Palpatine's the greatest fucking Sith Emperor of all time. It's just all headcanon. It's not fucking true. So it's all good.
Russ. Russ.
Dude,
You
we
really
could
wanna
probably
do
write
it?
memoirs of the head cannon people have at Brammer.
Oh,
Nick's like,
God.
don't start, Russ. Don't pull my trigger, fucker.
I'm trying to walk the righteous path
Oh man, that's so fun,
and
dude.
be a shepherd.
love
And
it.
be a shepherd to my brothers, but Russ.
You're gonna die.
What's life without a few dragons? It's all good.
Only if
Russ,
the bad
speaking of that,
driving.
man. Yeah, there you go. I was looking, Russ, at that Destro, that GI Joe one, dude. I'm thinking of getting one and either making a Darth Bane or a Darth Malgus out of him.
Which like
Because his
oh
face
wow,
looks
okay,
like
that's a,
Hmm.
yeah,
he
that's
got
a
that
cool
bald
idea.
head, you know. The only thing, so
Yeah.
here's the easy thing about Darth Bane: nobody knows what the fuck he looks like. Just make him look however I want.
I mean,
no, like,
you
oh,
could
looks like to me, you know.
you can find some pics, some artist renditions of him that are pretty good.
Yeah,
Him doing him in his Orbitalist armor is badass.
I'm not gonna do
It's
that.
fucking
Yeah,
cool
I'm just gonna
looking.
do him in this regular stuff
Like-
because that'll be way easier.
Yeah, but most of the artist renditions of Bane is that he was bald, didn't have any hair. He looked like a you know, and I guess
He's like
you know, he was
everybody
just-
on the show except for you.
yeah, pretty much, right?
So he didn't have any
But,
eyebrows either.
yeah, I don't know. It works.
No eyebrows. He
Yeah.
had like
I at least have those.
Yeah.
like black paint around his eyes
Yeah.
or something.
Mhm.
If-
I don't know if
maybe,
That's where Xana gets it. I
maybe
think,
he was
something
born with it.
specific.
Maybe it was Maybelline.
Yeah, so maybe it's Maybelline.
What are we talking
shit.
about? Because
Yo.
Russ can't afford no Maybelline. You seen that shit in the back of this
Uh,
video there? He po!
Too much garbage back there, dude.
Shit,
I'm
Russ-
poor poor is what I am.
Shit, that's
I got
why,
too many
that's
fucking
why
toys, I'm
Russ is
poor, I gotta
poor.
sell
He
shit.
buys every Jeffree Star palette that comes out.
Oh my god.
Look, it's the Band on YouTube special.
That was brilliant.
Tell him, Russ.
Oh
It's
man.
a full-time
Hey,
job.
I lost
looking this
Roadblock's
pretty.
sunglasses. Look. He looks stupid without
I don't
sunglasses.
have-
I don't like his glasses. I gotta find those.
Where did you get that? Target?
I lost them.
Target?
Yeah, I lucked out and found
Fuck.
it there. Yep.
Is
Fuck
that the
my
kid with
Target.
the size one?
It's the only
Fucking
one.
in its ass.
It's the only one I found. I haven't found any of the other ones at all. It's the only one I found so far.
I found the
There's
whole
about 9
fucking
Scarlet
stupid,
at my Target.
I found the whole stupid fucking first wave that I don't want any of. Ugh.
Yeah, I saw the first roadblock in the first wave out of the first wave, but I don't like that roadblock. I think he's derpy looking. So I just I wanted to get.
Yeah, the head on the
Slice.
second one's way better, man. I
Oh
kinda
yeah, it's Kimbo Slice, dude. Badass, man.
cobbled them together.
I'm waiting
Yeah,
on
that's
the
all.
3 and 3/4 ones that are supposed to be coming out now.
Dude, I'm gonna be grabbing those if I see them, man. Those look like a ton of fun. I'm
I
gonna give them to my
wanted the
kids.
6-inch,
probably.
but
I'll rent them.
I got nothing to do with the 6-inch. Like I got a whole fucking design idea to go with this 3 3/4 shit. Like I got
Yeah,
that.
I got
Remember the old Mobile Command Center, the big tan 3-tier fold out
Mhm.
one? I got that, and I'm gonna do some custom paint work and shit on it. And I got the general, and then I'm doing a bunch of work on. And then I want to. I found a couple of Terradromes that are like just far enough gone where if I paint them, I won't feel bad. So
I
it's
got
all
you,
gonna be
yeah.
and I've got a bunch of the anniversary figures and shit. So everything I've got is 3 3/4 based. I have nothing to put them 6-inch ones in.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had a bunch of 3 3/4 inch shit too, I'd be more interested in that. But I don't have a lot of that, so I'm okay. That was gone a long time ago.
I was looking at the Hiya Toys stuff because that's like
I had toys. They make some good kind of random stuff, dude.
yeah.
They're
I was
Predator
looking
They make
figures are back, dude.
like that 1/18 scale Predator
Yeah,
and some.
that's why I was bringing them
Yeah.
up because they're 3 3/4 scale. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was looking at them, I was like, I can't pay for this. Like to get 3 3/4 and any kind of quality, you're paying through the nose for it.
How much are those?
Yeah, it's tough.
They're like 30
Well,
or
it's-
40 bucks.
yeah.
Ouch! That's
Yeah,
like
it's
twice the NECA.
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough when you're if you pay it.
Yeah,
Like okay,
Tough,
6-inch
man, when you
figure.
get into different scales like that.
Yeah. When a 6-inch figure, you're used to paying anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks, maybe more if you go really high quality, right? Figures. But then it's tough to swallow taking like a 3 3/4 inch figure and going, yeah, here, 50 bucks for that.
Hey,
Like, whoa.
Here's a question for you guys, man. Like, what is your guys' limit for a 6-inch figure? And that's like imports or like mass retail.
Depends on what it is.
Okay,
I mean, they
what do you consider? What are we considering for the lines here? Because I've spent
Anything, dude.
I've
Anything.
spent some money
What's
on
like
selects.
what's the most you're willing to spend on one? And let's not say aftermarket. Let's say straight
Like straight
pre-ordering
retail?
Yeah,
Oh,
straight retail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's taking out
What's the most you're
Mezco,
willing to spend?
NECA, Figuarts. So we're taking those out of the equation.
No. That's
No. Yeah,
Yeah, if you're doing
I'm
the
saying
figure arts like when they first come out.
any 1/12 scale. Yeah, any 1/12 scale.
I'll do.
scale.
I'll do. Yeah, I'll do like 60 probably. 60 or 70.
retail.
It's probably why.
I've paid. I think the most I paid is 120.
Okay.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've paid way more than I like what my limit is, but that's aftermarket years
Yeah,
after something's
I'm
come
just
out. So I'm
talking
not-
retail because I think the most
Me too, me
expensive
too.
the most expensive 6-inch I got is that Hellboy. I think he was 120.
Was it 1,000 toys?
the,
Wait.
1,000
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah,
I know that 1,000 Toys Master Chief's supposed to be like 125. So
Yeah, and that Rob, that's like huge apparently. But I think Master Chief is huge too. So I think that's-
yeah, I mean you got Master Chief himself. He's like 7 foot something. He's a big motherfucker.
but I mean,
We got some figure arts stuff that we've spent a little bit. I mean, 60 or 70 on, but not not a lot of that.
obviously a changing like number for me, but like pretty much now like Mayfex stuff, like the standard is $100. But I think like 120 is what I'd spend before I would feel like I'm like, okay, what am I? But then it kind of does depend too on what it comes with, because if it's like a standard figure with like extra hands, then I don't think that would warrant that price. But Mayfex is really good about like just giving you
for
a million things that you would.
I lied for a 112 figure. I've paid 180.
Oh,
180.
Dark Side?
What was that?
Mezco Dark Side.
Was that?
Yeah,
and I guess that's
Mezco. Okay, if it's
retail.
Mezco, I could. Yeah,
I don't remember what
yeah.
was.
That was one of the more deluxe ones too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Nick?
he's
that
a
Mezco Dark
beast
Side had a
boy.
lot of.
Yeah, and there was like
It's
that
big,
material
yeah.
that they made him out of. Yeah,
Yeah,
He was half
it was
polished.
that was
stone.
the kicker for him.
I know. Cable was up there too, like right around 120, I think, for Mezco
Yeah.
Cable, and I didn't even flinch at that.
There he is, man.
That guy is beast, man.
I love the face, dude. The head sculpt is great. He's cheesing like a motherfucker. He's like he's taking a picture. He's gangster and shit. Anyway, now I will tell you this.
Hey, yeah, he's just happy to be here.
Aftermarket,
Oh,
I've almost
aftermarket.
pulled. I've almost pulled the trigger on some
I've done
Mythic
some
Legion
stupid shit.
stuff.
Yeah,
I've almost done it, but oh, that's cool. Yeah, he said the fucking light up. Oh, that's cool as shit.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think the most I've spent aftermarket on a 6-inch scale figure is probably like 140. I think it's the most.
Mm.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. And that was one of them fucking SHF Power Rangers.
Okay. I went on a spree one year for my birthday. Kate was like, I never know what to get you. Just get what you want. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. So she didn't realize that I was going to get the Marvel Selects that I really wanted and needed. So we spent...
It was like the Watcher and Mephisto and
The Watcher was 170. Mephisto was 2.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight was 120.
Holy shit, that one went for that much?
I didn't realize that he got that expensive.
Yeah, I
Dude,
think he sells for like 100 right now. And with the
Those
shit going on
selects, dude, they
with
go for
Avengers, man, you guys should hold on to any Moon Knight figures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn, I should have grabbed that Mezco.
That Walmart one just came out.
I haven't seen any
Walmart or Walgreens?
Walgreens.
Walgreens, my bad.
That's the one I want. That's the Moon Knight I want too.
Yeah, man.
I gotta go start checking Walgreens and find it.
This current story
'Cause I just think it's
Avengers
fucking cool.
is nuts.
That's kind of cool though. They're I like that they're making him more prominent. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, Moon Knight's a cool ass dude.
Prominent is alright.
Well, he's
So Nick,
awesome. character, man.
Add that to the list, dude, of how we're gonna get rich come November, man.
Yeah.
Spawn and Moon Knight, dude. I'm just putting it there so I don't forget.
Oh shit! There we go.
Uh,
$1 million, man. It's all yours.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money.
Money.
Yeah, after November, I'm gonna never talk to you chumps
Money
again, man. I'm gonna get out of
for
the
nothing.
house.
Yo, if I really
What you gonna do? To retire to some desert island, Sam? You're even gone.
Yo,
dude.
the first thing I'm gonna do,
$1 million.
the first thing I do, I fucking promise, is I'm gonna rent one of those cabins I've been talking about for us. I fucking promise.
Yes.
If I get enough money off
Crazy,
that
dude.
goddamn spawn to do it, I will do it.
And he's gonna cedar all the
Really
trees, round up Red Hulks.
Yep. I'm gonna fucking buy every Red Hulk on eBay and send them to
Nick,
fucking...
I saw somebody.
Do I
Somebody
need to let you
did
borrow
that.
a wood chipper?
They painted their Red Hulk green on. I saw it on Instagram, dude. I meant to send it to you, and I was like, dude, it's not just Nick, man. It's and I want to make a meme where it's like Nick's just painting this Red Hulk, and then it's like Alfred from The Dark Knight, and he's like, some men just want to watch the world burn. It's like,
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna get a bunch of those Cobra Troopers and paint them to look like Snake Eyes, even though like Snake Eyes is really easy to get. I'm gonna get a Baroness and like sculpt over to make her look like Wave 1 Roadblock. I'm just trying to get like Nick, man.
Oh man, I don't know.
Like,
I
I'm
don't
just
know
gonna
what the
be like,
next
"Fuck all
crazy
you
one's gonna
dorks."
do.
Now we're just gonna get
That's
two of the Baronesses, cut them up, repaint them, make them look like Tomax and Zaymot.
No, but because they don't have one, you gotta make them look like something
Tomax and
super
Zaymot.
readily available. Yeah.
Scarlet. There's like 9 of them in my fucking Target and nothing else.
Yeah, dude.
man.
Dude, I haven't even seen like the Wave 1
That's
for
all
one
I've
quick
seen.
short time in the Walmart, and it was gone like that. And then I haven't seen it anywhere else except for that Roadblock I found in the Target. That's the only other Wave 1 figure I've seen.
You know what?
For that line. That's
My
just
Wally
crazy.
World, my Wally World has been stocking the fucking Ghostbusters shit pretty hard.
I've
yeah,
seen
mine-
some Ghostbusters stuff too. Yeah.
And it's just sitting at mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not buying it. Like,
I'm gonna wait till it clearances out a
That's
little bit.
right.
Then I'll buy it.
I kind of wanted the plastic ones
Do
just
what?
because they're cool as fuck. The ones that look like the 80s toys.
Mm.
But
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the old shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
they're like $15 a piece. It's like, that ain't $15 for the figure. Sorry.
I feel like it should be 10, man. I feel like Rob, it should be $10.
Hey, dude, I can go buy the original one at Replay Toys right now for like $3 each.
Yeah,
Like, fuck this.
Yo,
I feel like those figures would be something my little brother would be interested in because that's what he had for his Ghostbusters toys. You know, his Ghostbuster toys.
Mhm.
And they're
Yeah,
not
that
expensive, man. The vintage shit cheap right now. There's
Yeah,
like 1 or 2 pieces. The Firehouse is pricey, but the rest of the figures are cheap as shit.
Yeah, he liked that shit, dude. That was his jam.
Or go to
Twin
any
Turtles.
sandbox that was around in the 80s and you'll have about 90 of them buried in there somewhere.
Yeah, they just just go find a sandbox, dude. Go find
That's how I
something.
lost a lot of my He-Man figures, man. Was in the fucking sandbox.
Yep.
oh, dude.
The sandbox with the giant ass fucking sand pile we had at my grams, there's probably still a handful of GoBots in that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know I lost.
And they're right where they
I know I
belong.
definitely lost a Joe for a fucking sandbox or two.
Of course.
And a
Oh
few
yeah,
G.I.
Joe.
Joes and a
Joe's
ton of
would-
Hot Wheel cars. That's probably half Hot Wheel cars already.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to like
Oh,
playing
yeah.
with my Thundercats in sandbox though. Because like Mum Ra's pyramid was in the desert and shit.
Yeah.
Yep. I started watching the old Thundercats series too.
Yeah,
They got
it's
that
on
shit on Hulu.
They got the
Yeah, I started
2011 on
watching
there
it.
too.
Yeah, they got one
2011,
out.
dude.
Dude,
Man.
I think
I wanna-
I
I
think
wa-
even as far as 80s shows goes, because like I did catch all those like way after the fact. Thundercats is one of the ones I'm like, this shit's pretty cool, you know, like still to this day.
I still think the animation is still good, even though
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I think it's like
I still think think it holds up. It's good.
I
It's
think
not like
like
it's
leaps and
Okay.
bounds of like its contemporaries.
Quick question: what is Brink doing to a Scarlet that's making her loose?
Hey,
Coaching
well,
it.
you know, Brink, I mean, Brink knows how to
Oh, no,
caress
he
a
wore it
chick.
up.
I'm sure he can. I'm sure Brink can figure it out, dude.
He's got those
I
soft.
was banging
smooth,
on
analytical-
Hasbro more than Brink there.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point, Nick. It is Hasbro product. We got to think about that.
I mean,
I had to get my kids. Here's,
Brink, but you know.
I stood up for you.
I want to get
Brink.
I want to get my kids watching Thundercats, but there's like no toys that I could like easily get for them because like that's always what they ask me. Like when I put them on something, they're like, like, yo, can we get the toys of these? And I'm like, shit, no. Like I don't know. Sorry.
You get some reaction ones, I think. Or Dorbs.
Yeah. Dorbs.
I just didn't. You know, it's funny when I was watching it. I just forgot how fucking much I liked the original story. You know, the story of the first original Thundercats.
Yeah.
Like I love how it starts out with them on the ship and shit, leaving the planet. It's so fucking cool. Lino was a little prick, and you know,
Dude, I don't know.
good.
I don't know of any other cartoon from the 80s that gets me as hyped as Thundercats because I, to this day, will start screaming thunder. Watching that shit.
Thunder. Dude,
Thundercats.
Nick, I was watching this shit.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I was in bed last night watching this shit. Anna's sound asleep. As soon as he starts doing that shit with the sword, I'm like,
Russ is
thunder.
just like,
I know Anna's probably thinking, would you shut the fuck up?
yeah, hey, Russ said that, and then Russ's sword extended. If you catch my drift.
Right, and
Hello there. Oh, dude, George Takei was
So
on
he
fucking
was sitting there. He
Stern
said, then
with
my
his,
sword got longer.
with his husband this week. It was great.
Dude, he's funny, man. I love that dude.
Oh, George Takei is great, dude. He's funny.
Yeah,
Sure.
they
He's
played.
hilarious.
They played.
He's a national treasure, man.
Definitely, dude. They played a old prank call. I think of. I don't even think they used sour shoes. I think it was just somebody on the staff. It's Ricardo Montalban calling, and they gave him George Takei's number.
Oh.
And he's like, "Are you going to come to the Fantasy Island, George? Have you heard the story on TMZ about Tattoo?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Well, have you seen a midget naked, George?" It's fucking hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to come to Fantasy Island?
Is he playing boss?
Fucking great, dude.
George
I'm telling
today
you.
he caught on. He was like, "I do not think this is Ricardo Montalban. Goodbye."
He'll fuck around and play along there sometimes, dude. He's a trip.
Oh, dude.
He's a savvy dude, man. Like he'll catch on and then he'll go along with the joke and then start fucking with it.
He
It's
used to be
good.
so great on Stern. Anytime like they had any Chippendale or anything,
Oh, yeah.
he'd be cupping their balls and shit. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, he was
fucking wonderful.
Yeah, he's out of it. He's definitely out of his mind when he comes to that kind of shit. He'll do anything, dude.
Okay, so on the Stern
He's
show
a
this
funny
time,
guy.
dude, because it's COVID, they're doing them from their house, just like any other talk show. So
Right.
behind George Takei on his wall is a black velvet painting of his husband, younger, fully nude and erect, right behind his head.
Oh my god.
It's like, and that's all they could talk about
Beautiful,
at one
dude.
point of the show. Is like, George,
Perfect.
how well endowed is your husband? It's like, fuck.
I mean, how can you help it? It's like staring right at
Did
you.
you see the picture?
You just see it, you're like, get your attention. It's brilliant, man.
Oh,
God damn.
Jesus.
That's so awesome.
We're
I love
heading up
that
on
shit.
10 o'clock. Which discussion do you guys want to do?
Oh, I know, right? We've been talking so much
Rob,
shit. All right.
did you
We
want to
have
go?
All right.
Or do you want to
Let's
talk
do
about
this.
next week? What's up, Rob?
Oh,
We
well,
got some video.
the first one we got, this is a little bit of a rumor mill, but Microsoft has been teasing a big thing coming to Game Pass. And there's also been a little bit of teases about, well, EA renamed their Origin service to EA Play now.
Right.
And there's been like these little hinted teasers with brackets around the EA and ready, and it says ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the brackets around the EA and then the play. There's some rumor that they're going to be rolling the EA Play service into a Game Pass Ultimate subscription. So you would get access to the EA Play service as well, just by subscribing to one, which is a big fucking deal because EA has one massive catalog. Like them or hate them, they're assholes, but they got a badass catalog of games.
Oh, they do. There's lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Lot of
Jedi
shit,
Fallen Order, it was fucking phenomenal.
If I can play Coder that actually works, I'll be happy.
Mine works on Steam, but it's on. I know it's on Origin too because I had Origin for a while.
It's on Steam. It's on Steam, but it is bugged as shit. I can't do anything in it.
Build a better computer. No, I'm kidding. It actually, no, you might be running into the opposite issue. It actually plays better
on worse systems,
worse hardware. Because I try to run it on this thing and it bugs out. But if I go on one of the older systems, it actually plays a lot smoother.
No,
but
I know we're talking about EA here, but I just want, because you know me, if I don't get it out of my head, it's gonna bug the living shit out of me. I'd seen that there was a leak of World of Warcraft being on the PS5 and Xbox X.
There's been rumor mill floating around, but that's very, very, very rumor. Like,
okay,
third, fourth, fifth party rumor. Whereas this EA and Game Pass thing, that's kind of
okay.
That's actually to the point of leak versus rumor at this point. So we should find out on the 20, I think it's 26th or something. Microsoft is doing another state of play, and they're supposed to be announcing whatever it is.
Yeah, because I thought the WoW thing got leaked by GameStop by accident.
They had an article that they pulled back down, but it was the source they were citing. I don't remember what the source was, but they're basically the video game equivalent of We Got This Covered.
Oh, okay.
So but there's been talks. The systems are more than capable. Now, maybe not so much the PS5 without some heavy work over. You got to remember, everything Microsoft runs a Windows backend. That's been the case since the Xbox One's first major update, I think, is it all rolled into more of a Windows-based setup.
Yeah. So
to roll World of Warcraft onto the new Xbox Series X would not be hard. And I could see him doing it.
Yeah. It'd just be weird.
I don't know, man. I've played shit. It isn't a whole lot different. Like, I mean, if you think about Final Fantasy 14, that's not a whole lot different than World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeez.
The thing about playing a World of Warcraft on your 65-inch 4K TV now.
That game is so cool looking, dude.
It really is.
Final Fantasy 14.
Tiff goes back into it. She re-upped her subscription.
Yeah,
She's go back in.
But
my
kids like playing it, and I watched them play it all the time. It's cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing right now, actually.
Part of what I spent my birthday money on was Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Oh, that's a good one.
And fucking I bought two. I have a max character on the server your wife's on. I forget what it is. It might be a Pally. It's an Alliance Pally. And then on another
Corey Alstras or whatever.
Yeah. And I start on another server. I started doing some horde shit, and I got fucking 2 max character boosts because fucking I love fucking prop pallies. That's what I play mostly, you know.
Dude, when I was digging around setting shit back up on a new laptop, I actually found the login info for my old Blizzard account because for a while there we were running 2 accounts and we were both playing.
Yeah.
I low-key debated actually jumping back in.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I'm getting into the lore and everything, man. I'm
That was
getting hardcore into it.
Well, that seems like that's when it's more enjoyable. I think if you do that,
Yeah.
that's why I like Skyrim so much, because I get so into the lore of everything, and I really get into the game. I get into the character of the game. You know, I'm
That's how I am too.
psyched
I
about it.
I like games that suck me into story.
Yeah,
I've
right,
been going
exactly.
back and playing Final Fantasy 15 again, and I cheated a little bit this time because I wanted to change it up a bit. So I went and did the mods, and I'm running a lot of the Final Fantasy 7 attire and weapons, like Cloud's big Buster Sword and shit.
That's kind of cool.
Oh my god, it's fucking awesome because Final Fantasy 15, as much as I love that's one of my favorite games. It is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games, but it always felt like it was just a little too much of a departure from Final Fantasy proper. Like I was missing the big crazy weapons and shit like that. Put in some of the attire, some of the outfits, and the big Buster Swords and shit. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Just leave it there.
Cool, dude.
I haven't messed with the character model swaps yet because you can actually swap out. They've got full character model swaps for all of the main characters, and like they do some crazy ones, but they also do a lot from like early Final Fantasy franchises, even from tactics and all that shit.
Yeah.
They've got like up-resed versions of them.
Sorry, I was just gonna say on WoW on that Horde server. So my Tauren Paladin's named Joe Rogan.
Nice.
And my Troll Shaman is Duncan Trussell.
I don't know. On Tiff's account, she's got a few tunes, and actually, she's got the one I was playing for a while on there too. What's the panda race? I cannot think of it.
The Pandarans.
Oh, Pandarans, yeah. I've got one named Boom Tummy. He's this giant ass fucking big old.
That's cool, dude.
She has one named Kung Fu.
Nice.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, it's
awesome though, man.
WoW was so fun, man. Like I don't know why
Yeah.
I stopped playing it.
I don't know. I've tried. Like, I'll play it like a motherfucker for a little while, and then as soon as I run out of time and start getting busy again, I put it down and then forget all about it. Like, as long as I'm actively playing it, I play it. But as soon as I stop, I'm done for like 2 years.
Yeah, see, I played from Burning.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I played from Burning Crusade to right before Legion.
We've had World of Warcraft pretty much consistently since about a month after it launched.
Wow.
You know how you can go in and find out your total game time played? Tiff has a collective
I
total
wouldn't
of
even want to do that. Like,
8 months and something like playtime worth. She has like 8 months worth of playtime in the game.
That's insane, dude. That's
To her
yeah,
credit, a lot of it, like early on when it first came out, we were having kids. She was, like she'd be nursing and playing World of Warcraft.
just kind of
Yeah.
sitting around.
Yeah. There's nothing better than a woman who's how to dual task.
Oh yeah.
See, Kate would,
Multitask.
Kate,
Yeah,
would, pl-
dude, for
Kate
real.
would play with me back in the day, and she would do the same thing. She would either nurse Calvin or pump while she played.
Yeah, that's what Tiff was doing, and anytime
man, that's awesome, man. Multitasking chicks, I like it.
We both
Got a baby on the tit and the video and the controller in the hand. Got it going on, man.
oh, she did
I think
shit like that.
when I quit,
Wow.
I think the level cap was 70, and we both had like level 70 hunters because they were just fun. And we used to play we just used to run
insane.
Warsaw Gulch like for days on end. It was fun.
Yeah, that's the only way I can play World of Warcraft. Well, my dad got into it early on too, so her and my dad was doing all the like raids and shit like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I jump in with him. And my dad still plays that is his off time. If he's off, he's probably playing World of Warcraft all
You said
the
your
time.
dad does?
Yeah, dude, my dad's.
Oh,
a
that's
huge-
cool, man.
I kid you not.
That's cool.
He's starting to slow down with work now. Yeah, he's getting ready to retire.
Nice.
Dude,
So, like,
yeah, and
he
he probably
gets up in the
loses
morning.
his freaking mind, man.
He's working like 3 days a week. And
Yeah, he's probably losing his mind. He probably doesn't know what to do with
oh
himself.
hell no, he's loving it because he gets up in the morning, turns on World of Warcraft, and just fucking disappears. Like he just
That's
plays
awesome.
all day.
It's cool though. Shit.
He'll go out, do what he needs to do, go back in, play World of Warcraft. All the kids are grown and shit. We're not in the
Yeah, I
house.
would
There's
say
no-
probably that like sense of duty's probably just kind of chill a little bit, you know.
yeah, mom kicks it
Maybe
back and watches
I mean,
Netflix or whatever, and he dives into World of Warcraft. That's the only thing he plays.
dude, well, I mean, I kind of I can only play one game at a time. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get really into it, and then like that's like all I, do
need to
until
be
it's
able to play
done.
more than one thing at a time, or else I'll get bored.
Yeah,
See, I'm like you. I'm like that too, Sam.
You know,
Like,
I would push back on Nick a little bit and just real quick, Russ, and say like I think if it's a good enough game, you won't get bored. You know what I mean?
No, that's true, but I mean, like if I'll get into something and I'll just keep playing that, and then eventually I'll go, okay, I'm gonna take a break from this and I'll start playing something else, you know. And I like to go back and play games that I haven't played in like a long time, just because because I haven't played it in a while, it feels new to me.
yeah.
Like I went back and played the very first God of War. Okay, and I haven't played it in years. It's been years since I played it, and we have it remastered, you know, and I was like, all right, so I fired it up, was playing it, and goddamn, it really does look better too. By the way, the remastered version, it looks good. I was amazed. But I started playing it, and it was crazy how much shit I forgot. Like I forgot a lot of stuff in the game. You know?
Yeah,
so it was kind of fun
like
to discover the game.
I feel like with games, especially, it's like okay, on to the next thing, and it's like
It is.
Forget shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's always. Yeah, it's fun sometimes to go take a trip back down memory lane and get into some stuff that you haven't played in a long time.
We go back and
that's why
the original Zeldas and the Super Nintendo Zelda and Super Metroid. Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
I don't know. I've been
I think
diving so hard back into the PC shit. Now I've started fucking a lot with mods, and like Fallout 4. Oh, you can mod the living shit, so you can do it with Skyrim too.
Yeah, I think that's a reason why the whole idea behind retro gaming and why it's so big is because it's fun to go back and play games. Sometimes go back and play a game you haven't played in 30 years and play that shit and go, and then you get your ass kicked and you're going, what the fuck?
I used to be good at this shit. What the hell happened?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I pulled out,
it makes you think.
Like I played the virtual console versions of like some of the Mega Man games. I've got the Mega Man collection on my 3DS and shit. But I went back. And I've always noticed there's like a bit of a lag on the controls versus the old Nintendo. So I went back. I used to speed run Mega Man 2 and 3. Like I was a boss at those games. Sure. So I'm like, fuck it. I gotta boot up Mega Man 2. I gotta play it. I gotta see if I can speed run it still. I died like a motherfucker.
That's how I was. I played Mega Man 3. And I got killed really quick too. I was embarrassed. I was like, "Oh my god!" I used to kill this game, and I got fucking crushed.
I used to be a boss.
And my son was like laughing at me.
I used to be a boss at Kid Icarus, so I downloaded that. And
what a fucking cool game that is, dude!
When we first got the Wii U and the Virtual Console, I was like, "Yeah, Cal, watch this. I'm gonna be real good here." Fucking died. Fucking no way. No fucking forward process whatsoever.
The one that I used to slay on Super Nintendo was Actraiser. I used to be able to blow through that game. And I went back a couple months ago and pulled it back out to play it. I used to be able to go through this game, and the only time I would even get hit was when there's an end boss sequence, which is like all of the different versions, and it cycles through. There's like basically like 5 boss fights.
Right.
That's the only time in the game I would take a hit, and I might lose a third of my life bar by the time I was done with them. Dude, I got to the second boss and just got my ass handed to me.
I
just got a PS Now. And I was playing Altered Beast for like 5 seconds and got fucked up.
Dude, me and him wrecked that game.
Bye, baby.
He's a bugbear. Like the first video game I introduced Junior to was Star Fox.
Oh, fucking
nice.
Yeah, on the 64. So of course, immediately he as soon as he got the hang of it, he just crushed my ass. Right, started kicking my ass, and I was like, "You little prick." But anyway, years later,
I'll
we
be
go
getting
back.
in my feelings about that, man.
Yeah, I do too, dude. It's rough, man. We go back and play it. He and I fired it up a couple years ago. We started playing it, and I was blown away by actually watching him struggle a little bit playing that game. It was kind of fun. I mean, it didn't take him long before he got the hang of it again, but it was fun to watch him struggle a little bit. I laughed. I did. I giggled. You know, I got my ass kicked too in it, though, so I can't shock too much. But it was cool though. That's a very fun game.
That's the reason we keep that shit.
He's got Smash Brothers on his Switch, dude.
Oh, that's me and the kids were just talking about Smash Brothers yesterday because I was telling them why one of the reasons I love I like the integration of all the characters in it. You know, I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, me too. And he would play it, and we'd play together, and I'd let him win, and then then I'd whoop his ass just to keep him in check. But then we went a while, he was playing it on his own, and I didn't play it for a long time. And then it was a couple months, and he's like, "Let's play Super Smash Bros." And I was like, "All right, let's play." And he was whooping my ass, dude. And I was like, "Wait, okay." I was like, "Okay, wait a second." I hadn't played it in a while, and I was like, "All right, now I actually have to try, man." Kid's 5.
Smash Brothers.
I
can't have fucking arguments in this household. Holy shit!
I used to get RJ to play the WrestleMania 2000 game with me, right? And I'd kick his ass, and then all of a sudden he figured out that he would just stay outside the ring, and I'd come out after him, and he'd fuck me up and win my count out. I was like, "You little bitch!" And that game was glitchy as shit. So you could go to dive over the top rope, but you would end up you go through the turnbuckle and smashing him.
Oh.
He figured out the glitches and he would just annihilate me. I was like, "You little bitch! I hate playing with you, man."
If I need to assert my video game dominance, it's either Mortal Kombat or a fucking sports game.
Depends on who I'm playing against. If I go against my wife, I got to be careful. She can fuck up a fighting game. Man.
Oh, really?
Really? Oh man! All right, Anna's a button masher. Okay. But Anna is a successful button masher. She'll just smash buttons and she'll fuck you up, and you'll be like, "What the shit?"
I live with 2 of those.
Oh God!
It is so frustrating that you're sitting there and you're pulling back combos and fucking special moves, and they're just fucking. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're getting your ass just handed to you. You can't do any special move you're trying to do, and it's fucking. I can't. I get so mad.
You're cheating.
Yeah. I'll be like, "Stop smashing the buttons."
That's why I throw Mortal Kombat on, because it's not like Tekken where you can just hit buttons and be successful. You actually have to have some strategy, and
You should, but I can tell you now, I've seen some people that didn't know how to play Mortal Kombat for shit fuck some people up, man. And it's like, but the thing is, you can always luck out.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But Mortal Kombat is a lot more, you can get away with it for a little while, but eventually someone's going to fuck you up when you get your button master. But we always would play Mario Kart. And that was the game we were really competitive in our house at that game. All of us were competitive as shit. We were nuts.
That's an argument starter on the level of Monopoly, man.
Right, Kurt.
Yeah.
When Tekken Tag came
Did you guys play Tekken Tag was Tekken Tag
that came out for the PlayStation. When that came out for the PlayStation 2, we had just gone through a 3-month stretch where we had played Baldur's Gate 2, all my friends, and we were just sleeping over at my house, where me and Kate were. It was just a loft, and we had 5 or 6 people in the loft, just sleeping on couches and shit. playing Baldur's Gate 2 all day, and then fucking Tekken Tag came out, and oh my god, there was blood. Oh,
That game was insane though, dude. It was fun, but it was people get so into it and get mad. Like you get mad if they got their ass kicked, man. You would just get sore feelings.
Oh, yeah.
like I
Dude,
was,
that Mario Kart shit. I learned real quick. Don't ever play my wife for stakes in that game. We played Super Mario Kart one weekend.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's a cool idea. Unless you lose.
Well, cool idea when you're sitting there naked and she's lost a sock.
I don't know. Really, do you lose though? Really? I mean, hey, but I just hated it because I would play whenever I played my kids.
In that game, Russ.
My kids were just like, my kids are horrible. They're horrible people. They would just crush me in that game. I think I'm going to win, and next thing I know, I get a turtle in the ass.
No remorse.
Dude, if we play,
they have no remorse. They're just like,
if we play any shooter that's like split screen, the two of them just try to hunt me down. That's it.
Oh, of course, dude. Of course.
It was
that was kind of.
It's been that way since like before Kyle was born, and all our friends would hang out and shit. It was always fucking what's good, nerd. I hate that shit.
I always felt like it was like anybody can win, but Dad. You know,
exactly
like
that's when I pull out Halo and say, "Okay, let's play."
Oh, dude, I don't have Halo anymore, but like. I'd say probably 2 or 3 was my favorite, but like I was a G in 2 with the fucking energy sword.
Yes,
the energy sword in 2 like was just so OP. It was so fun.
Yeah, 2 is still my favorite.
You just jump from halfway across the screen and fucking land.
Halo is the one game from fucking that was like an Xbox exclusive game that I really fucking liked. Like I've tried a lot of other games that are, you know, Xbox exclusive games. I don't like them, a lot of them, but Halo is fucking cool. That's a cool game.
Halo and Fable.
Yeah, I never tried Fable though. I never played Fable.
That's one of Tiff's favorite series.
Yeah.
She loves Fable.
Did they make one after 2?
3. Yeah, there's a Fable 3.
That's
actually her favorite in the series is 3.
I only played 1
3
and 2.
ODST, and then they did Halo 4 and 5.
Oh shit!
He's still over here talking Halo. We're talking Fable.
Oh,
So, what was the other video game thing? Because it was EA and then something else.
Epic.
Ha! See?
Oh, EE Prime. Oh, my bad.
So
EE Prime.
Epic
20.
pulled some.
For some reason.
This had to be premeditated. Like they had to know what was going to happen, and they're trying to push some shit. But everybody knows that when Google or Apple have a product and you do an in-app purchase, they get 30% of it.
Jesus.
Epic was trying to bring their prices down on V-Bucks and shit like that for Fortnite, but they couldn't do it with the 30% stake. So they built an in-app payment method that was a direct payment method to Epic. Apple threw them off the Play Store, and eventually Google did too, but there's some back and forth there. Like with the Google and Android phones, you can still sideload it. You can still get the game. Apple, you're done. If you don't have it on your phone right now, you can't get it. So now there's a court battle going on between
Apple's like they're so streamlined and unified, man.
Well, and they're kind of Gestapo-ish, man. They're kind of shady, but here's the thing.
Yeah, for sure, because they own like all their own. They have so much control, dude.
Yeah, and I think it's actually gotten to my personal opinion is it's gotten to a point where they need to back off a bit, or they're going to piss off enough of their fan base. Because if anybody can go toe to toe with them, it's going to be Epic. Because Epic has that Fortnite cash, and Fortnite is $1 billion fucking monster. It's ridiculous. But the whole battle comes back down to now, not only are they saying that, but as of the end of this month, if Epic doesn't rectify the issue, not only are they going to keep Fortnite off until it's fixed, but they're going to discontinue Epic's developer accounts, meaning anything that runs on the Unreal Engine will no longer be updatable and operatable on iOS. And Unreal Engine powers an absolute metric ton of independent developed games and things like that, apps. It's basically roughly half of the games on iOS run on Unreal Engine.
Damn.
And they're going to lock it all out. So Epic is actually taking them to court to get an injunction to stop them from doing that now while they fight it out. And this isn't specific to just Epic. This has also been an issue with Microsoft and the xCloud stuff. With their cloud gaming, Apple is refusing to allow them onto the App Store for the same reason. Now, they weren't put up and then taken down. They're just not being allowed to do it.
Boy, Apple, man, but they're hardcore, aren't they? God damn.
Yeah, they might have gotten a little bit big for their britches on this. Because, one, you're fucking with Epic and Fortnite money. That's, I mean, Epic, you start pissing off the Fortnite players, they're going to look at other platforms.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Even if Google takes them, or Google took them off the Play Store too for the same reason, but you can still get it. Like the Samsung store has it in there for people who have Samsung phones. You just go to the Samsung App Store; it's there. The Amazon App Store still has it, so you can download the Amazon App Store. You can just go directly to Epic and download it. I mean, you can sideload apps onto the Android phones. You can't do that shit on Apple.
Yeah. I mean,
so
Apple is, Fisher Price, my first phone. If you want something that, yes, it will run, it will usually be stable.
Well, I've said this
But I mean, you can't do anything that you want to do with it.
I've said this for a long time. When Steve Jobs was around, Apple was a good product. Like, I was a diehard iPhone guy from the original iPhone up through the X. And I was having some issues with my 8 Plus that were just very non-Apple like. I kept having to send it back in. But I finally got the X and figured, all right, maybe it was just a bad phone. Shit happens. I get the X, and then shortly after that, Sabriel started having issues with her 8. All the same problems I had. They replaced that fucking thing 4 times. Yep. And I was noticing more and more issues. And then my X started having all the same issues. Like, my screen was starting to have, like, glitching issues. I didn't realize this. I finally got fed up with it. I went to the Note 9. My wife's been diehard Android since Android started, and she hated Apple. But
that's like my wife.
Hates
Apple.
I got the Note 9, and I came home, and I'm getting some shit off of the iPhone so I can load it into the Android. I'm looking at the 2 screens. My fucking screen on my X is like brown. Like, it had gotten so bad, and I didn't even realize it until I had the new phone sitting side by side with it and went, fuck. So after that, and then I noticed not only was the quality and the product dropping, but they started doing all this really whacked out shit with their ecosystem, and it's like they've turned it, and they even
my wife, she's got an X, and then I got a 8 Plus because it has the home button, but and dude, I've never had any issues with it. You know what I mean? But and she hasn't had any with hers, but I just liked it, like everything's like, because everything in our house is an Apple product. You know what I mean? It's like that's why I will stick with it until something major happens, because it's just like so easy to just streamline everything. You know?
Yeah, I see, Sam. You're one of those.
Apple's positioned themselves now to be a lifestyle device.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. For sure, man.
They're like your Louis Vuitton fucking purse at this point.
They're like, come on,
join
the club. Be one of us.
A lot of.
Well, I mean, it's like just you can just easily buy things that are just like so compatible with like everything else that you use. You know what I mean? So it's like.
The thing is if you get an Android, like I thought the same thing until I started fucking around with this Note these notes. Like I got a Note 10 Plus now.
Yeah.
I've got all the shit that I would ever get on Apple. And it works just as good.
Well, it's like I think
apps-
for me, it starts and ends with the laptops, because it's like I have never in my laptop owning life, at least since I've had Apple products, I've never had to purchase any virus protection, anything ever. You know what I mean? Which is why
fix that problem.
which is like just I don't have. What's up?
Windows 10 fixed that problem. Windows 10 to
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Open to it is good shit.
That's what they have. I have on my work computers. They run Windows 10. Weird, man.
We had a lot of issues with the MacBooks and stuff with like logic boards, and like you get the iMacs, they've got board failures and screen failures, and to fix them, good luck. Like with a Windows-based laptop, I can tear the thing down, and I can.
Yeah, I've never had like a desktop one. You know, I've only had laptops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like once you can build your own shit, I don't think you go back really. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a different wheelhouse, man. Way over my head.
Well, the problem with every generation, the Apple products have gotten to the point where you can't work on them anymore either. You can't repair a thing that goes wrong with them. You can't upgrade them. And even on a Windows-based laptop, there's always some level of upgradability where you can swap out RAM, you can swap out hard drive, shit like that. And for what you pay for an Apple product, you're into like major Alienware or Origin laptop territory. So you're into the gaming grade shit with desktop level processors and shit like that. I don't know. I was a diehard Apple guy for a long time, man.
Yeah, that's what I like too, is because like everyone I've bought, because I bought all my shit like used or refurbished or whatever, and it's lasted. I mean, like this laptop I got came out in like 2012, and I've had it for 4 years. You know what I mean? And it's like I never had anything last that long. So it's like
That's really good.
I just see it as like based on my experiences, like I get what I pay for. You know what I mean? So it's like everything else.
Sure.
Like I was like replacing a laptop like every 18 months or 2 years because I just didn't want to pay to fix it. You know?
You're talking older Apple stuff where it was still built to be a solid product too.
Yeah.
It's the last couple of years.
Yeah, because this I think is a 2014 or something, or 2012 maybe. I don't know.
You can grab a MacBook right now from like 2012, 2014, boot that fucker up, and it's fine. But you get anything much newer than that, especially after Steve Jobs' influence was out of the company, and it's gone. It's a completely different company.
Yeah,
because you can tell. I feel like they did start pumping out phones, like new phones, way quicker.
Yeah.
Which I feel like made it seem like they're less of a big deal, you know?
And they have,
because there was a time where like when a new iPhone was coming out, like that was like
they haven't caught throttling.
It was a deal, you know?
Hardware.
Yeah, for real.
Hardware starting
when new shit comes out, yeah.
No,
because I remember that was like a big conspiracy theory, and it fucking turned out to be true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'd be like, shit, this new phone came out, now mine seems slower. Like,
it's
crazy.
They got you. They got you, Sam, with that subliminal message they be sending your ass when you open up your laptop. It's like, buy Apple, be one of us.
Yeah. And the artificially slowing down stuff and shit like that. Like, that's legit.
But then I guess Google Chrome is a big part of that too. You know what I mean?
I'm a Samsung guy.
So I remember saying it, I was crazy. I was like,
I mean, either way,
but you're probably right.
I think they're finally about to get their PP smacked around a little bit with this whole Epic thing, and they're going to realize.
We'll see.
The only way they're going to win this is if they can turn out Epic's lawyer cash. And now monetarily they could do it. Like they could put the investment.
Yeah, they can.
Do it. But the problem
Apple's way bigger than Epic. You know what I mean? It's a way bigger company.
They're not going to be just fighting Epic. If they turn off Unreal Engine, they're going to be fighting all these indie developers and all these other companies that make product that run Unreal Engine.
Right, but Unless they all get together, I guess, and fight them together.
Well, if they instantly turned off all of your money making products, you would jump in on that shit too.
Oh, I'm sure they are. They will, but I don't. I guess I don't. I always thought Apple had proprietary. Had a proprietary ability to do that. I didn't. I don't know how you can. Yeah, that was the thing about Apple is they decide what.
Yeah, that only works.
That was kind of.
It's kind of like the antitrust lawsuits that Microsoft went through because Microsoft went through this shit back in the 90s.
Right.
It was to a point where, well, yeah, there's competition out there, but not like you've stifled the market.
Not really, though. Yeah.
You've stifled the market enough to where you can no longer consider anybody competition. You can just stand.
That's true.
That's kind of where Apple is right now.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
And if they start, I mean, remember, if Microsoft gets a wild hair up their ass, they can jump in on this fight too. Now you're talking apples.
Well, now you're talking about serious money.
Apples.
Versus...
Not that Epic doesn't have serious money.
I don't
find Epic and Microsoft, and then
I don't know what company is bigger and worth valued higher, Apple or Microsoft. I would imagine Microsoft.
No.
Am I wrong? Is it Apple?
Apple's the first U.S. company to top
$2 trillion, right?
It's
crazy.
Microsoft's up there, but it ain't. But you combine if you combine,
they need to tax these fuckers better, man.
The other thing, though, too, is Microsoft has some leverage on Apple with infrastructure because a lot of enterprise shit is all Microsoft, and Microsoft can pull the infrastructure game and say, well, we're not going to support iOS devices on our infrastructure. And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
They can play tit for tat, and Microsoft will win that fight. Because they'll find all these businesses yanking fucking iPhones out like crazy and stuffing Androids into people's hands instead.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but we've only been going for like an hour and a half, but I feel like it's been all night. Like I'm completely exhausted. So I think we're gonna call it short tonight. What?
That's fine, dude. If y'all, we can save the stuff we were going to talk about for next week. I mean, it's nothing that's not going to age out.
Yeah.
No, the discussion's definitely an ongoing, continuing.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. Yeah. By the way, I just looked that up. What was it you said, Sam? Apple's worth $2 trillion.
They're the first U.S. company to be valued
to ever hit to basically hit the trillion. $2 trillion. Because fucking I think Microsoft is worth. Microsoft is now a $1 trillion company.
Yep.
So they're only worth one. When you say only $1 trillion. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Now think about how crazy that is. Microsoft is literally in everything. Like, but imagine it moves, it's powered by Microsoft in some way.
But Apple, that just tells me Apple's been selling the fuck out of some shit.
That's that iPhone fucking money, man.
Yeah, it's your fucking fault, Sam. You stop supporting those Apple products. Don't let them like fucking they'll hypnotize you and shit, man. Go ahead.
Either way,
yeah, it's going to be at least $1 trillion of that. So
this is going to be a landmark case. Whatever happens, it's going to be a landmark fucking case.
It should be. I'm sure it probably will be because it'll decide how things are going to who has if they have the power to do shit like that in the future. So,
right.
I don't know. It's weird. At what point does a company's control over a market for their product? At what point does their product become so big that they can cause irreparable harm by cutting people out of it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I mean. So
that's where we're at with
Right. Does the government have have the ability to step in? Does the law say that the government has the ability to step in?
As in
It's coming
too,
back
but
now.